Hey everybody, I'm back with another video, and this time I'm going to be unboxing a unit of Kataphron Battle Servitors. I know that, or Servitors, if you prefer. I know there's a couple of other unboxing videos out there, but I thought it would be good to do one kind of in context of 10th edition and kind of the Breacher spam. It's almost become a meme at this point. I think it has become a meme, but you know, the idea that you have to take a lot of Kataphron Breachers and any AdMech lists to basically increase your chance of winning and, you know, and actually, you know, hopefully have a better time with your army. You know, I've never thought the Kataphrons were, you know, at least from a visual point of view, I never thought they were one of the better models in AdMech. And I have to say they're probably not my favorite to assemble and put together. But they kind of are a key unit for our army right now. And I bought this, the retail for this is about $60. So for $60, you get 3 units, which as of October 2023, a unit of 6 Kataphrons is 290 points. So you're looking at about 48 points, a little over 48 points per unit. But as always, you can find it much cheaper outside of Games Workshop retail. I think I found this on Amazon for $51. But with that said, let's pop this thing open. So let's see. I've already cut open the plastic a bit to make this easier. And those of you who aren't familiar with AdMech, the Kataphrons kind of serve the same role as like Terminators do in, for Space Marines. They're a little heavier unit. Kataphrons, both the Breachers and the Destroyers have three wounds each, and you can see the difference here. The Breachers are up top. They have more armor on the model, and the Destroyers have less armor. And they also feel different weapons, so it's kind of a way to differentiate the two. So let's crack this open. As always with GW, I've actually found, you know, I've been lucky in that I've never had an issue with pieces missing. You know, I know that some people haven't had that issue before, but hopefully the trend will continue. So as we pull this out, we've got some bases here and the manual. Let me put this back here. You can look at all the sprues individually. The great thing about Breachers is, even though there are a fair number of units, they are easier to put together than, say, for example, Iron Striders, but a bit more involved than, you know, Corpuscari or Fulgurites, for example. I found them to be very easy to put together. But here you can see all the various elements of the sprue. There's 3 distinct sprues. And one of the things that I like is there is a fairly good assortment of weapons. There's 4 different weapons that come in the kit. You can build either the Breachers or the Destroyers. Here you can see, I believe that's the non-arc claw, the hydraulic claw, right here, part of it anyway. So then we've got 3 bases, and then we also have a sheet of decals. This is something that I always, you know, try to put on last, but you know, it's a good idea to, you know, I might do a separate video about this, but, you know, I think adding those extra details can make the model stand out a bit. I'm definitely one of these people who, given the cost of each of the sets and just wanting to try to do the best I can, I tend to spend way too much time on each model. And I found that decals can, if you're trying to kind of cut back on the time you're spending on each individual model you know, using decals whenever you can definitely be a big help. So, so now let's take a look at the manual. So you see right up front here, they're showing the two different methods here. You can build destroyers or breachers. From the sake of time, destroyers are a little easier and quicker to build, but they're not the easiest and they're not the worst AdMech unit to put together. And honestly, the first part of the assembly is pretty straightforward. You can see here, you know, assembling the tracks for the tank-like lower body. And this is the same for both breachers and for destroyers. So this part actually goes pretty quick. There you see the assembled units there. And in the instruction manual, they've got it shaded blue for destroyers. And you hear them putting together the steps for assembling the kind of the cyborg body. And another great thing about this kit is it makes it fairly easy for you to magnetize your weapons. Unlike some other models, for example, the Iron Strider AdMech model isn't really that easy to magnetize, but breachers and destroyers are actually one of the easiest, and I've done it myself. I might do a separate video on that. But here you can see all the different weapon types. Lots of good variety here. And another great thing about breachers is that, or at least the kit, is that there tend to be a lot of leftover bits that you can use for your other units. You know, if you want to kit bash Servitors or some other model with some extra bits. Now here we're going into more detail on the breachers. You can see the additional armor plating on the side. And here it walks through some extra details on the weapons. And the way the weapons attach, like I said before, it makes it very easy. And this is a great example right here. Pardon the lack of focus. But it makes it easy to magnetize. And here you can kind of see the finished product. And that's it as far as an unboxing video goes. But I'll put together another video or two. One probably focused on breachers as a whole. And I'm actually doing a tournament this fall. And I had to build quite a few breachers fairly quickly. And I kind of sat down and thought how I wanted to do that, knowing that I wouldn't have time to build all the breachers I needed, plus everything else, if I spent my usual, 10 days per model, doing all the details and trying to paint it to, parade quality, as GW says. So I'll probably put together a quick video that just shows kind of my process for that and things that work for me and how I can paint and field breachers fairly quickly. So with that, we'll wrap this up. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And in the comments, let me know if there's other types of breacher-related content you'd like to see. But with that, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all later.